Having been a teenage coach for the past decade, I've discovered 7 things teenage girls may not tell you as a parent. If you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Mercy Kaleme and I help you raise teenagers grounded in character and godliness. Today, I want to share with you 7 things your teenage girls may not tell you. Now, you may ask, why won't your teenage girl tell you things? For your teenage girl to open up to you, there must be a relationship existing between you and your daughter. And you may ask, why won't there be a relationship existing between us? After all, I'm the mother. Why won't there be a relationship? Is there not enough relationship? No. Just giving birth to a child doesn't make you to have a relationship with the girl. Yes, it may be a relationship on a paper as a mother, but personally, you may not have relationship with your child. Okay, and then these 7 things I'm going to discuss about, usually see it in the family where there is no good relationship existing between the parent and the teenagers. Okay, that calls for your attention in case if you don't have a good relationship with your teenage girls or your teenagers in the house, you need to start developing a good relationship with them. What are those 7 things that they may not tell you? Number one is your teenage girl may not tell you her first menstrual period. Yes. Is that shocking to you? Yes. Because you don't have a relationship with her. It takes having a relationship with your teenage girl, being able to sit down and discuss about menstruation with your teenage girl. That will open up to your teen being able to tell you their first menstrual period, which is known as menarche. Okay, so that's number one. Two is what? Her first boyfriend. It tells a parent that have good relationship with her teenage girl for the girl to open up to the parent that she has got a boyfriend. You have a good relationship with your teenager, you'll be able to communicate well with your teenage girl, share thoughts together, story, tell her stories about life, teach her. As you share thoughts together, as you relate with each other, a time will come when she may be able to ask you questions like this. I remember one day I was cooking in the kitchen and I was with my daughter, and she asked me, Mom, is it wrong for someone at this age to have a boyfriend? Now, she was able to ask me that question because we have a relationship, and she was not afraid. Even though before she said it, she said, Mom, I know you will not be happy to hear this, but I really need to ask you this question. I said, go ahead and ask me. Okay. And then she opened up and asked me that question. And that was a very good opportunity for me to teach her too about relationship. I told her how important it is for her to face her studies now because she's in secondary school. Yes, she's in high school. So she doesn't really need boyfriend right now. I told her stories of how I met, you know, her father while I was in high institution. So that's it. There must be a relationship existing. If there is none, that means your teenage girl may not tell you about this. The third one is her first date. Yes, your teenage girl may not tell you about her first date. And why? It still lands on that thing I have told you before. There is no relationship. You do not have time to discuss with your teenager. Some parents, what they have time for is to buy gift for the children, give them gifts, they give them present, but they are not present in the life of their children. You need to be that parent that will be present in the life of your children. You need to know what is going on in the life of your children. It takes establishing a good relationship, a positive relationship with your children for you to be able to know what is going on in their life. Okay. Now, number four is the first day she tasted alcohol. She may not tell you because you have not had any discussion on that. And that is why I keep talking about parents being present in the life of their children. Have time for your children. Sit down and discuss with them. Watch movies with them. When you need to make corrections, make corrections. And they watch movies, comment, ask them questions at the end of the movie, and find out their own views so that you'll be able to align their life well. So you'll be able to teach them the right thing to do. All right. You may not be able to know the first time your child has tasted alcohol. And before you know it, that's where you see some children, become alcoholics while they are still very young and tender. All right. Number five is what? You may not know her friends, both the male and the female. You may not know her friends because you don't have relationship with your child. Okay, these are things that your teenage girls may not tell you. They may not come back and tell you this person is my friend. I usually have a chat with my daughter when she comes back from school. Sometimes when we are working together, maybe she's helping me in the kitchen or we are doing other things together, she will be sharing with me, what happened in school. I can mention some of her friends' names because I know the names she usually tell me about, the stories she tells. She will just be mentioning the names of her friends to me. That is why we need to be present. And if you don't have a good relationship with them, you may not be able to do what? Know their friends. We need to know their friends. It says, show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. And the Bible says that bad communication corrupts good manners. So you need to know the kind of friend that your child keeps. If this is the kind of friend your child should have, okay? All right. The next one is teenage pregnancy. When she's pregnant, she will hide it from you. She will look for alternative way to get rid of the pregnancy. And by so doing, she may lose her life. So these are the things that your teenage girls may not tell you. And I want to encourage, parents, especially mothers, to start early to discuss on these things I've mentioned. Have time to discuss these things with your teenage girls, okay, before they start manifesting in their lives. If you're able to discuss topics based on these things I've mentioned, talk about menstruation with your teenage girl even before they start seeing their menstruation, talk about boyfriend, friendship, talk about, dating, talk about alcohol, drugs, discuss those topics with them, and then talk about teenage pregnancy, what causes it, and what it can lead to. If you're able to discuss these things with your teenage girls, they will not hide them from you. When they are faced with such, challenges, they will not hide it from you. That your teenage girl will always come back to you because you have already told her about it. So I encourage parents to establish a good relationship with your teenagers so that they can always open up to you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.